Hello everyone, welcome to this video on stock markets, Indian stock markets. And today the date is 23rd of August 2026, and we can see that the Nifty has been going sideways for almost 2 years. But although the index is doing poorly in such a long time, there has been a bull market that has been running outside the index. So if you look at small cap, you can see that it just had an all-time high. So small cap index is already launched into a new bull market, and I think Nifty will do so soon in the coming weeks maybe. But here are some stocks that I had shortlisted. Let's start with Morpin Labs. So yes, so these are mostly momentum based stocks. So we'll see momentum based stocks here. We don't do value investing. So if you are into value investing, picking the bottoms, fundamental analysis, deep into that sort of thing, so this is probably not the right video for you. But this is more of a technical analysis, and in technical analysis we believe that everything, the news, the markets, the international stuff, everything is factored in the charts. So we just look at price and volume data. So Morpin Labs, you can see FMART has had this crazy run up. Here the volume is almost 100 million, 120 million on this day, and it has this, if you look at the monthly chart, fantastic setup, looks good. It has been forming a base for a long time, and on the weekly chart you can see that there's a long-term resistance at around 100. So what we would expect here is, what the hell is the arrow path? Yes, so what you would expect is the price to go maybe like this, consolidate a bit, and maybe after a few times, who knows, go like this. So you would expect the price to go from a VCB pattern and then have a breakout, as you can see here. So let's keep an eye on this one. The good thing to notice is that the volume has been crazy, so it has a lot of gas, and it has been forming a base for a long time. So let's maybe see what's going on there. They could also be, as you can see, there's an inside day forming here. So the inside day is when a candle or a bar is entirely within the previous candle. So if I move to the candle view, you can see this candle is contained within inside this one. So inside day breakouts also happen. So maybe the price just increases here tomorrow instead of forming a base. So that's also possible. In that case, you can enter the trade when the price goes here, and you can keep a tight stop loss of 6%. But the volume looks pretty big on this day as well. So the inside day trades work better when the volume is very low. So I wouldn't put a trade tomorrow. Same with this IndiSwift Lab. You can see it has gained so much in the last few months, and it has a fantastic run up. Some people might be afraid that it has gone up so much, should I buy it so high? Here, as you can see, I had put a signal here, buy on inside day breakout. Here you can see this inside day which formed before this day, and here you see the volume is very low. So if you would have had a trade here, you would have a 3% tight stop loss, and you can see the stock has run up almost more than 100%. So tomorrow, don't be surprised if it breaks out and makes another 50-60%. Please keep in mind that this is only for educational purposes. I'm not a registered SEBI advisor or something of that sort. So this is not investment advice. Okay, so the next company is GAIL. So coming back to this company, this could be a possible trade when the price opens tomorrow and crosses this inside day. Only issue is that the 10-day moving average is pretty below. It's better if this candle is, as you can see on this breakout, this inside day was nicely cushioned against this 10-day EMA. So yes, this is why I would not enter a trade tomorrow, but it's all about probabilities and it's all about risk management. Moving on to GAIL. GAIL has also had a great run up. It fell from its highs in 2024. So what we can do is mark these levels. These are very important levels. And on the weekly charts, you can see there are two levels, important levels coming up. So what I expect the price to do is just go here, maybe accumulate, and if it's a good stock, it will rise after some time. So maybe keep an eye on this one and see how it's going. Let's go to Manappuram Finance Limited. So banks have been so this is also in the finance and leasing section. These stocks have shown really good momentum. I've also taken a few trades in them. So this one, as you can see, has a clear trending structure, which we all love. Here, maybe it'll form a phase base for some days, who knows, months. So let's see what happens. No action, maybe not this week, maybe in the coming weeks. Moving on to Zomato. Zomato had fallen from its highs at 350 to 220. It had fallen around 40%, and now you can see that Zomato started breaking the lower low and lower high structure and started moving up. So yeah, but no accumulation, no clear entry point as of yet. So let's see what happens in the coming days. So Lenskart is an example where I had taken a trade and I had also exited, but this stock has been performing really well. As you can see, it is an IPO stock, and when it came out of this level here, I entered the trade on this day. As you can see, when it broke, let me open the candle. Yeah, on this green candle here, I took the trade and it had performed really well. I sold with a 5:1 risk multiple. My risk was 2.8%, so it's almost like 4.5 times. So it's important not to be too greedy, but what you can do in this situation here is you can sell half and trail the other half. So I'm expecting this to go a bit high, maybe, who knows, bit high, and then from base and then go higher. So yeah, let's keep an eye on this one. And if you had bought a stock before, you can always get back in when the setup looks good. Shriram Finance, again showing a good VCP pattern. If you guys don't know, please read books by Mark Minervini. He coined the term VCP. And here Shriram Finance has also been tightening up. If you see in the weekly chart, very less volatility, the volume coming down. So Shriram Finance, what can it do? Possibly form a few bases, and then we're looking to find a tight stop loss, so the volatility should decrease. From now it's 4%, so it is already very tight. There can be an entry if maybe the price breaks through this level with this a stop loss. This could be the stop loss, so this could be a possible trade. Coming to Tata Tech, it's also, the volume looks really good here, 16 million more, 60 million on the highest day. And on the weekly chart, you can see the stock has fallen a lot, so it's more like a turnaround stories. So we want to see, what do we want to see? We want to see right now the volatility is 10%, maybe decrease to bit low, 5%, 2%, the lower the better, and then we will buy at this point with the stop loss at this point, and this stop loss has to be very tight. Please keep in mind we should keep our losses short and profits very high. So we should, it's very hard for me as well sometimes, but yeah, you have to keep that in mind to take the profits slowly and take the losses fast. Let's come to Newland Lab. So thing about being a technical trader is you can look at the fundamentals, they're important. So here I can see the earnings, but all I see is mostly the earnings, not P ratio per se, because growth stocks always have high PE ratio. So this shows a tight flag sort of pattern. The volume is really good on this day. If you look, compare, is 29k compared to 35k. So this stock is also not very heavily traded. Some people might avoid it because of the volume, but let's see what happens. I'm hoping to see some tight action here and breakout. ABB, yes, ABB has also been having a VCP pattern. If you see the monthly chart, it had a good run up, and then here you can see a great pattern emerging, and the volatility here is around 8%. So it would be the best if the volatility can reduce to less than 5% and then break out, but this setup looks pretty good. Indotech Transformers. So you can see that the earnings has grown, the sales has grown pretty well, steadily. This is also one of the less traded stocks, so this is prone to be more riskier, so this can be avoided, but also if you want, keep an eye. This one, Anant Raj, I had a position on this one before. This stock had a good run up in 2025, then has been consolidating with a large base, and in July it came out of this low trending structure and started with a good trend. So things to keep in mind: a proper VCP pattern forming here and then breakout. Just keep in mind that there's a lot of supply a few months back on top, so the price won't be that free to go up. South Bank, also banks performing pretty well. As you can see on the monthly chart, it is forming a multi-decade base. So this base is huge, but the chart hasn't been, there's no right entry point. So let's see how things develop. Wait for more contractions and take a trade when the setup looks good. Moving to Grindwell. So Grindwell, also nothing special, I would say. Nothing catches my eye. It's doing well as with many other stocks, so I'll just keep an eye on this one until it explodes with momentum. Aeroflix is something which I found was interesting. The earnings has grown and the sales has grown very well on the last few months, last quarter, and it has a good trending structure, and it just came out of the short-term downtrend as well, and it did an inside day breakout, and this would have been a really good entry point this day with 5% stop. The volume also looks good, big green volume, that's what you want to see. It's very healthy. Moving to SolarEdge. SolarEdge had a great breakout from a tight base, but it's still consolidating. It hasn't flying off. flown off. So I can take a trade on this one because it has had 1 2 3, maybe it's like 3 or late 3 or 4th base. So if you don't know about bases, you need to read a book called How to Make Money in Bull and Bear Markets by Stan Weinstein. There you learn the concept of bases and cycles. Kims need to tighten up. Nothing major. Mahlog, I had taken a trade here, but it just went down. So I see that the volume is decreasing and is going down and is really contracting. So it's not impossible that tomorrow it just goes up here. So worth keeping an eye on here. IFCI, it had great volume and get amazing growth, price rise from 46 to 96, and it has been accumulating, and recently you can see volume coming back up. So we'll wait till the all-time high is reached and then hoping to form a range here and break out, buy on the breakout. EMIL, same high, volumes, a high tide flag setup, so maybe contract a bit and buy on the breakout. Policy Bazaar as well, looking for tightness. The earnings has been really well. As you can see, it has been forming a good base, but it's still in a accumulating phase, so it hasn't started its stage 2 yet. So gotta keep an eye on this one. Navin Fluoride as well. You can see the earnings growth really good. It has been forming a range. This looks really good. Maybe breakout soon after some tight VCP action. VVSC, it has been going down. Let's see how the accumulation happens and then if it goes back to a trending structure. FedFina, Federal Bank Financial Services. This is very interesting. As you can see here, it came out in 2024 at the IPO price, and it just is hovering around this, but last few quarters has been good, and here you can see healthy, like this candle is a very good sign this day, although it's faced some resistance on the top. Probably Nifty was low that day, so it came down. So I wouldn't be surprised if it went flying soon. IndusInd Bank, kind of accumulating, haven't had a breakout yet. Oro Pharma. So Oro Pharma has come out from its long cup and handle pattern, and it is pulling back to the breakout level, but it hasn't thrown off. So let's wait to have something, or buying on the pullback is also another strategy which one can do, but risk management is very important, and never know, if it might tighten up a bit for a few days and then move. But this is definitely not one of the leaders. Same with Ajanta Pharma. It has also, so Oro Pharma and Ajanta Pharma, if I try to superimpose them, they are kind of like sister stocks. They are highly correlated. So which is an interesting pattern to find, and traders can sometimes exploit that information as well. Moving to Zentech, I think it has had a good run up in 2024. It has been making a base since then, and recently it has shown really good volume. So I'm really interested in how this one plays out. Maybe a bit of contractions and then it goes Steamerland, sort of not sure how it's going, but let's see if it's forming a VCP, and then if the volume is good, if the breakout is good, The issue is there are so many stocks to choose from. You feel like you need to choose the best one, and the best one has certain factors in them. So Honasa, as you can see, it has great earning increase, 300%, 112%, 163%, 150, 115%. 4 quarters of triple digit growths, and it is coming back to its all-time high value. So this is something that would interest me a lot, and it's also the IPO base. So once the price crosses 560, it might as well do very well. So let's keep an eye on this one. I'll mark it as blue. Data Patterns, another great stock. As you can see, it's a fairly young stock. It is doing really well in defense, and it's also kind of forming a base here. As you can see, it has kind of broken out on this day, but I believe it can get higher. So let's see for another suitable entry point. The idea is to wait patiently until that entry point comes. That's the most important thing. Finolex cables, this volume is amazing, insane. So this one to keep a close eye on, might accumulate and then explode from here. Marksans Pharma, same as the last one, all forming high red flags. Azad Engineering, same concept. Moving on to Grow, it's also an IPO stock. It is pretty new and it has been forming this IPO base. This looks good. Let's go to the daily chart. So it is coming very close to this point, and I believe that volatility, if it can go low here then have a breakout, it's very much in the cards. So interesting to keep an eye on this one. Power Systems, similar high tide flag structure. We have to wait for accumulation. Thyrocare, long-term cup and handle, is similar to Ajanta Farm and all these pharma stocks. As you can see, the correlation is pretty high on these pharma stocks. Dredge Corp, you see last 2 quarters fantastic earnings growth, also sales growth of 47% last quarter, which is a great number. It has been forming a base since forever, so it is reaching its all-time high value. So hoping to find some accumulation and then break out above 1450 levels would be very attractive. Red flag. SPI Auto Technologies. So Auto has been doing really well. This is a great trending structure. This could have been a good entry point, but it can, let's see what happens in the coming weeks. AU Bank, also great accumulation. Breakout has already happened. If you look here, the breakout has already happened at 3%. This would be a great entry point here. Curviasa Bank, Faisalo, Inox, Avalon, Sonacoms, Bell, they look very tight. Sonacoms especially 5%. Sandhar. So one thing about Sandhar is this amazing, insane volume, and it has had a breakout. So I think this will go up because of this insane amount of volume here. Something is definitely going on here. BHALE is forming a nice pattern. HFCL has formed an inside day, so HFCL, this would be a great entry point tomorrow if it broke out with this 3% stop loss. So these are the current positions that I'm holding: NetWeb, Meesho, West Coast Paper, Karnataka Bank, Nike, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, Motherson, Borosil hasn't been doing that well, but it's a good investment stock. Bishop. So thanks everyone for staying till this late. I hope it was helpful, and in the coming days I'll make more videos of how I screen the stocks, how I identify strong sectors, how I do volume analysis, what is the trading plan. So I'll come up with this video soon. This was my first video on YouTube, so more to come soon. Stay tuned and have a great day.